This week's lecture looked at the theory of interaction and specifically perception, memory, attention, design implications, interaction, evaluation life cycle, and interaction framework. Perception is what people will think about when they see something. There needs to be the right balance of information and images, otherwise the viewer will be subjected to information overload. To ensure that I did this with my artifact, I had an animated soldier with a maximum of 10 words per frame, so that the user would not be overloaded with information and it would appear to be suitable for young children. Memory is also important to consider alongside perception, as the ability to perceive is limited by our memory. There are two parts of memory: short-term memory and long-term memory. The short-term memory can only hold information for approximately 15 seconds. Then it will forget them if they are not transferred to the long-term memory. The long-term memory is meant to store information over a long period of time. The information gets transferred from the short-term memory and there is little decay in the information. Graphical interfaces should reduce the memory needed, as it should be simple and easy for the user to follow. I have taken this approach in my artifact as it has a linear approach, and users will need to follow the structure of the website to get to the end. There is no way of skipping any further on without viewing the information. How to grab the user's attention is an important issue to consider, as users will automatically be drawn to a part of the screen that gets their attention. The interface design needs users to focus their attention in the correct place with the little information provided. I feel that this is what should happen on my artifact, as I have a little animated soldier who moves around the screen. As well as this, the user must interact with the system for them to communicate. The interface will allow the user and system to communicate. Poor interface design will result in a poor interaction. The evaluation cycle was proposed by Donald Norman and is where the user creates a plan that is executed at the computer. When part of the plan is complete, the user observes what has happened and will use the findings to take any further action. There are 7 stages to the cycle: establishing the goal, forming the intention, specifying the action sequence, executing the action, perceiving the system state, interpreting the system state, and evaluating the system state with respect to goals and intentions. I carried this out on my artifact. The goal was to ensure that all the links worked. Once I did this, that was my intention, to get to the end of the artifact. The action sequence was to get to the button at the end of each page. I managed to execute the action and succeeded in doing so. The system state seemed unaffected and was working correctly, so I feel that the system is working properly to what the goal set out for it to do.